Well, here we are. This is the last episode of my Pokemon Yellow Legacy Nuzlocke challenge, whether I win or lose. This is Jabari Mongoose. Please give a like and follow if you enjoy this. And right now, let's get into our Battle of Lance. Lance has a team of 5 Pokemon. What's interesting is it's the same Pokemon he will use in Crystal Legacy, minus the Zapdos. I lead with Adrian the Blastoise. We outspeed to my surprise and one-shot with an Ice Beam. Up next is his Gyarados, and I switch into Fade the Magneton, who's able to take a Surf with no problem and retaliates with a very powerful Thunderbolt that gets the one-shot. His next Pokemon is going to be his Charizard, and I switch into Manosky, and you might notice that Manosky is paralyzed. Well, that's because I forgot to cure it from his battle against Agatha's Arbok. But fortunately, I don't get punished, and we're able to one-shot with the Rock Slide. And then his next Pokemon is his own Aerodactyl. So right here I go back into Adrian, who's very physically bulky. We take a Wing Attack with no problem, and even take a Rock Slide with no issue, don't even get flinched, and we one-shot with a Surf. Then finally, Lance's last Pokemon is his best Dragonite, and we outspeed and one-shot with an Ice Beam. Again, that also surprised me. So this is a humongous motivation boost because I have all 6 of my Pokemon before fighting my rival Adam. Yeah. His ace is going to be at level 65. I have a bunch of 60 and 61 and 62. But I do have the EVs I get from fighting wild Pokemon trainers, so, it should all balance out. I finished healing up my Pokemon, I cured Manosky's paralysis, and now it's just one last battle before the end of this run. Here we go. Adam leads off with his Alakazam, and I lead with Quit W, the Hypno. He starts off with some double teams, but Hypno is not going to be fooled by that, and we land a Tri-Attack. One more Tri-Attack will get the one-shot, but Alakazam also uses Thunder Wave. While he's using Recover shenanigans and double team shenanigans, I'm getting pretty nervous here. But I ultimately just decide to stay in because Quit W resists all of his psychic moves. And even though I get paralyzed a couple of times, I'm really not missing much of my attacks. And after a few recovers, again, this is very stally and annoying, but we're able to land one good Tri-Attack that also crits. I really don't know if that matters, and we get the one-shot and the level up. His next Pokemon is going to be Rhydon, and I switch into Benji the Victory Bell, who takes a Rock Slide with no problem and retaliates with a critical hit Razor Leaf. That gets the one shot. That shouldn't be a surprise. His next Pokemon is going to be his Gyarados, and I go for a Sleep Powder that gets to sleep, and this allows me to comfortably switch into Fade without getting hit. Fade then outspeeds and goes for a Thunderbolt that easily gets to one shot. He has 3 Pokemon left. His next Pokemon is his Arcanine, and I opt to stay in to land a hard Thunder that actually crits and gets the one-shot. And his next Pokemon is Executor. Now this thing gave me some problems before. I still stay in the Fade, and we get the Tri-Attack that gets the burn. Oh my god, we're getting all the crits and the status conditions here. Now he goes for an Egg Bomb that does decent damage. If I remember correctly, Egg Bomb is a grass move in this game. So I switch into Kokiri, who takes neutral damage on the Egg Bomb, and we just go for a Fly. With the Reflect and stuff, a super effective move should kill with the burn, and it does. He has 1 Pokemon left, and it's his Ace Jolteon at level 65. I go into Fade, who takes a Headbutt, not really any issues, goes for another Headbutt, and we hit a Tri-Attack that does about a third of damage. Fearing Fade could get knocked out, I decided to go into Quit W, knowing that he's paralyzed, but just wanted to at least do some damage. And we go for a Psychic that barely misses on getting the kill. And after Jolteon does a few headbutts, finally does a thunder that hits and crits. And, but that's okay, because we go into Manosky, who decides to retaliate after losing a friend in Quit W, and we knock him out with the Earthquake. And that's it. That's the run. We won. My first Legacy game beaten. I lost in Crystal Legacy against Koga, so it feels good to be able to come into Yellow Legacy and able to win in such a dominating fashion, honestly. This was a lot of fun. I want to thank anyone that took their time to watch, like, and even comment on this series and these videos. It was a lot of fun to record and make this. If you want to watch, if you've tuned in towards the end of this and want to see all of them, they are on TikTok, but a more organized fashion is on my YouTube channel. I'm also going to upload a very long video that has every single episode in order, so there will be a playlist and a super long video, so however you want to watch it. Yeah, so just going to let this little Hall of Fame graphic go through to see all of my team that helped me get through this. And yeah, I'm going to be doing another one. I think my next series is going to be Blaze Black 2 Redux, which was a Drayano ROM hack that was updated, because it's like the original is like 10 years old or something. But yeah, no, this was a lot of fun. And if you like this series and want to follow or subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'm trying to get enough followers or subscribers to where I could start live streaming on the occasion. So yeah, this is me just getting a little rambly towards the end here, but yeah, no, this is Jabari Mongoose, and again, I hope you like this series and tune in for more in the future.